I'm actually bringing joy and excitement. People love me here. They ask me, I'm coming back next year. Every year they want me back. So,
what's it like being a robot?
Fun, pretty fun.
How do you bring joy to people?
I make them laugh when they need to laugh. So, or just be myself.
I would imagine a giant gets to see people from a different angle.
Yes.
What do you see?
I see people not paying attention, people being unaware, very focused on their own little thing and not expecting anything. They're not ready for the unexpected. So.
I watched people yesterday who were near you, but they almost looked afraid or nervous, let's say. They didn't know what to do, so they walk around you and keep on going. Some people, you speak to them, you look at them, but they don't know what to do.
Right, and some people really crave it. There's a huge range of reactions. Some people, especially children, I find that girls about 1 year old to about 3 years old will look up and down, up, down, up, down. The boys will usually cry and hide behind their mothers. I don't know why, but I'm serious. Like 90% of the time, this is what happens with children. And with adults, most people are at least okay with it, but some, you come up behind, say 20-year-old women, and they'll just, ah!
Do you hear personal details and gossip as people are walking by?
Oh, people stand in front of me and talk on their cell phones as if I can't hear. And it's just amazing. I've heard people's life stories up there. Oh, yeah, people, they say amazing things.
You're going to do your music show today?
I'm going to do my music show for the kids.
Do I need to move?
No.
Okay.
You're all right. I'm just going to grab my my headset here, my towel.
Where do you think the kids learn to throw stuff out on the lawn and through the windows and under tables?
Sometimes it's just the easiest thing to do. Sometimes they learned it from their mom or their dad or grandpa, grandma, just because they didn't know any better, but now we know better. There's a thing called the broken windows theory, and the broken windows theory works like this. It's that if you live in a neighborhood that is unkept, and there are broken windows, and maybe the houses aren't painted as nice, you are so much more likely to have crime, because the criminal comes to your neighborhood and says, oh, these people don't care about the neighborhood. I can pull off my crime. I can do my criminal activity here in this neighborhood. And statistically, this is true. So if you have a neighborhood where you guys keep your litter prevented and you keep your houses clean and you board up your windows just so they're nice and look good, you're less likely to have criminal activity there, because you're showing the people around that you actually do care about your house, your community, where you live.
And that you might stand up for it and protect it.
And that your neighbors would stand up for it and protect it as well.
Have you ever made something disappear and you couldn't find it again?
Yes, cold hard stinking cash. Man, I make a lot of money and I make it disappear all the time and I have no idea where it went.
Yesterday a cord broke and you weren't able to, it was to your sound system. Well, what'd you think?
That's part of the business. There's always going to be something, so just be prepared and have a backup plan.
Can an entertainer who's trying to bring joy to people have any time for getting discouraged in the middle of your job?
No. There's no time for that, so.
Well, what do you do? A lot of students would think, oh no, I've got to go out and entertain. He's out there and a cord to his audio system breaks and I'm out of here. They're terribly embarrassed. They would think this is impossible.
Improvise. Just improvise.
So you're stubborn and you're creative.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've never seen another robot that does. I've never seen anybody that does what you're doing. Have you seen one, and how did you get this started?
I see people that try to duplicate what I do, and can't be me.
Where did you get the idea?
I just too much time on my hands, I guess. Extra time, Just spent like 5 days in my room without coming out, and so finally I came out and I had everything in my room, all my electronics torn apart, and I was wearing them.
That is so great. That is so great.
I'm almost ready.
Check out Cookland's MySpace page because check out that.
Ladies and gentlemen, in less than 2 minutes, you people are going to have a chance to see the juggling show that everybody complains about.
Is my hair good?
It couldn't get any better.
Thank you.
Loon, you grew up in a home where people spoke more than one language and had more than one way of living?
Yes. My parents came from Germany. I was the first child born in the United States, so we spoke German and English at home. And then my parents also, we didn't have very much money, so they took boarders in all the time when I was growing up. So
They took what?
boarders. You know, we had someone that lived in the house, paid money to live in the room. My mom fed them.
Oh, B-O-A-R-D, borders. When we're talking foreign language in this country, everybody thinks of the U.S.-Mexico border.
Yeah. In this case, it refers to someone who was like a boarding house. We were like a boarding house. We sometimes had two people. When my mom was really short for money, we'd take two people in. But anyhow, so my dad always brought home students from the university. We lived in Madison, Wisconsin. My dad taught at the University of Wisconsin, and he often brought home foreign exchange students, or and usually people that were in their postdoctorate program. So they had reasonably good English, but they would also speak, you know, and we had people from Uganda and the Philippines and Mexico and Chile, and I was fortunate and stayed friends with many of those people too, and I still see some of them every once in a while.
Does it bother you when people speak other languages you don't know?
No.
It's a 2.5-hour show. It's not really that long. It just seems like it to me because I have seen it so many times. Ladies and gentlemen, the objects, the things that I'm juggling for you right now, these are known in the juggling industry as clubs or pins, depending if you catch them or they hit you. If you're near the front, you can relax. The things I'm juggling right now, these are almost completely harmless. Check them out. Even if I had a nasty juggling accident due to poor juggling technique like this,
About 12, 15 years ago,
there's no danger. Check these out, people. I could try.
we stopped off.
And I could try. I could even try and try and try and try. And apparently this is not enough for today's fair audience. It is a pretty hard crowd here today. You deserve a pretty hard trick. And ladies and gentlemen, I am willing to work really hard. In fact, for your viewing entertainment, I'm even willing to gang up on myself. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm willing to try and try and try and try. I'm even willing to try and 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 try. Thank you.
Can you be an American citizen, a patriotic person, and still have another part of another place in you?
Oh, certainly.
Is there part of Germany still in you?
I'm very much a German person. I'm very, very German person.